Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Duck Adventure for May the 18th. We're going on a road trip here. I discovered something last night. Talking to my buddy, I called him to let him know that I fixed his head gasket, and it turned out. I know that's the right key. It turned out that he took off an air cowling on that side of the motor, and I'm thinking the reason they blew the head gasket is because that cylinder head got hot and the other one didn't blow because it didn't get hot. So I'm going to his house to get the metal shroud before he leaves. He's just heading to town and I got to get there before he leaves. Oh, listen to them. I'll let them out when I get back. I'm just going to his place and back. Doug, you've been seriously running here this morning. I let him out early. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm locking the door. Gotta get rid of the big camera too, can't take it. I was doing laundry and I kicked him out and he's been running the swamp, barking his head off. All right, Doug, let's go. Yeah, I was talking to him last night and he told me he took the shroud off the side of the motor and never put it back on, which is like the worst thing you can do on an air-cooled motor. You know, they design them specifically, you know, these engineer guys figure out how to cool a motor down, and he took down the most important part, the shroud that holds the air around the cylinder head. So I'm going right now to get it. I've still got a lot of bush to do all over there, and the warm weather, I don't want to blow his motor up again after I just went through all of this fixing it. Doug, when you stick your head right there, is that like lift off? You goof. All right, let's get going. He's pushing hard against me. Doug. Oh, you're such a sweetie. I love you, Dougie. All right, let's go. Enough of loving Dougie. My buddy's got the part down in his hunt camp. Well, he's following me. My buddy's got a beautiful property. It's not a hunt camp, it's an old farmhouse. It's actually an old log building that's covered in metal. You know, he's got a really nice view on the hill, but personally, I'd rather be living down here in the valley. You stay outside, Doug. Oh, wow. Right on. What a cool old log shack. Spare tires for the Argo. Oh, and right there, hanging beside it, the piece that goes over top of the cylinder head to help cool the motor. All right, we're off to the races. I gotta check upstairs. Oh, wow, look at this. I love old buildings like this. What an awesome hunt camp. Well, it's actually a big log building for the size of it. I'm shocked how big it is inside. Usually log houses in this part of the world are not this big. What every place should have in case the power goes out. So you can cook no matter what. Alright, we're off. Enough looking around my buddy's hunt camp here. Oh, Dougie, you're excited? Hey, strange territory to run around on? Yeah, they've completely covered it. It looks like, actually, yeah, it's, oh, you guys, you're not going to believe what this is. We used to have in town a newspaper place that printed newspapers, and those are the printing plates. Oh, I'm getting eaten alive by bugs. Oh, cast iron bathtub. Oh man, that's heavy. Oh. Oh. What's the finish like inside? Oh, finish is good. That is actually in good shape, guys. That's a good. Too bad there's no legs for it. Probably the only thing saving it is that it's upside down. No, you're running back to the house, Doug. I'm back. I think this cowling piece that's missing off the motor is going to seriously reduce the engine temperature. Might even run better actually. But let's let the ducks out. I got to get my edit done and then we'll come back out and do egg recon and finish off the Argo project. Oh, look at this. All right, ducks. Oh, God. Sorry I'm late. Oh, Doug. You. Come on out, ducks. Okay, Doug doesn't like the gray goose. Okay, they're all screwed up here. Oh, there's Stripper. Are you going to go to the creek first today there, Doug? I can't believe that little girl last night at the creek. Okay, look at little Disco go there. Yeah, Doug put the run on the gray goose. The gray goose came back and hissed at me from behind, and Doug put the run on him. Well, I was holding the camera pointing at the pen here. I guess the gray goose wants these two females to come out. Come on out, duck or goose. Yeah, he's definitely possessive of those girls. Poor Limpy and Disco. Look at them limping. Man, oh man. You know, free-ranging ducks, crap happens here and you don't know what happens and they hurt themselves. It's just a shame that Disco's got a gimp. Well, we should have an explosion of black flies today. Oh, I can already see them all over the microphone. Oh, boys, this is not good. The temperature's just right for hatching. Actually, oh, they're feeding on me. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get my edit done and then get back out here and finish off all this Argo work. And then I gotta start getting organized here to do the candling. I just finished my edit. A little bit, holy mackerel, I have her behind. I go to my buddy's place this morning. End up talking to him, screwing around. End up wasting, not wasting, I ended up killing some time that I didn't count on today. But the ducks, they're out in that fresh mud that I turned up last night. And the geese are swimming up the creek. I wonder which ones are they? I think they're feeling a little more secure with everything open like this. I'm gonna do egg recon, and then I'm gonna get back on Argo and get that off my list here. My dog is missing. I know he's not upstairs in the garage because I've got the gate closed. Where are you, Dougie? Oh, there's ducks in the front yard. Oh, is it ever nice out? He was in the garage sleeping. Dog. You in the garage. Okay, I'm gonna do a recon, and then what am I gonna do here? How am I gonna do this? I'm all confused, guys. I'm gonna do egg recon first. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, Matt. Oh, and feed the ducks and bring some more corn out. Oh, I got lots to do. Then we'll go back to the Argo. And I just looked here, and the geese, it looks like they're swimming down the lake. Where are you? There you are. The ducks are all over the swamp. Well, you know, out in the open like that, guys, it'd be hard for anything to sneak up on them. Because, you know, they've got like a 200-300 foot warning. So it's like impossible for something to sneak up on them. Oh, this Argo is the answer. And this air baffle I'm going to put on is going to solve the overheating problem. Plus, I'm taking off the Sonopow hitches on the front. I had a problem getting out of the creek last night because they stick out the front and they caught the vegetation and I couldn't get out of the creek. I struggled a lot that I didn't record. Okay, let's get egg recon happening. There's been some comments, people asking what I'm doing with my garden. Do you see the piles? There's like humps right there. That's ice. There's still ice on my garden. Okay, so there's the answer to your garden question, guys. We're talking first week of June, like another month before I even touch that. At least a month. Well, yeah, it's about 25 days. I'm not thinking about the garden. It'll happen. Honestly, guys, I've got so much food still in my freezer from last year. I could actually not grow this year. That's how much food I have. No, Doug, out. You're going to listen today. You made me look bad in yesterday's video. Yeah, I have like unbelievable amount of food still. But I'm going to grow. I'm just not going to grow as much. There are some things I'm not growing this year, like squash, because I'm not kidding you guys. Well, I think I froze like 84 pounds of squash, which I'm having squash tonight, but I've got like lots. I've got enough for another 2 years. Like 84 pounds of squash is a lot of squash, guys. Especially it's just me eating. I'm not feeding a big family here. It's just me, myself, and I. But I am going to grow some beans, specifically green beans and yellow beans, and some velour beans. Not as many velour, more green and yellow, because I had really good luck last year with the greens. They're been all winter. They've been really tasty, the green and the yellows. I found the velours this year to be no, I don't know, maybe it's because, oh, Doug, okay, no, duck. Relax, Doc. Oh, boys, you're crazy. She's whacked. All Doug wants to do is smell her. Doug's crying because he can't get close to her. Go to the creek, have a swim. Yeah, where was I, guys? Oh, the beans, yeah. This year, or this last year, I should say, last year, but this winter, just gone by, or last winter. Well, anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. My green and yellow beans absolutely rocked. The best green and yellow beans I've ever had. I think it's because I let them grow just a little bit longer. And when you roast them, they're super meaty. Lots of food still. They're not eating much in here. Actually, the ducks are not eating much, period. Mother Nature's doing a good job feeding the ducks right now. So I don't know if I'm going to grow any velour beans. I know I'm going to grow a lot of yellow and green because they they froze up really nice, and there's like I've eaten a lot all winter. And I don't think I'm going to do any beets, except I would like more beet tops. I've got enough beet tops probably to get me through another winter, but I'd like to up the beet top inventory a little bit. But the beetroot, I've got like lots still, so I don't know. I got to do an inventory in my freezer, but I'm not going to grow near as much as I did last year, as I grew a little too much for one person. And I know like some of you say I should grow and donate it, but the problem is that the garden's a lot of work, and the ducks are a lot of work. And I'm once again only one guy. Okay, I always do this. I try to grab 2 eggs, and you can't. So I'm going to grow what I can eat, and if there's some left over, I'll donate it. But I'm not going to create work because I'm going to have enough work, as in like a ton of ducks. And any new viewers that haven't seen how much work a ton of ducks is, I'll put the link below the video, right below the video, guys. I'll put a link to last year's playlist that you can see what I went through here. Oh, look at that. Someone broke an egg or had an egg fart. Either or. Doesn't look like we got stray eggs laying around. I just can't believe how the pan is not getting filthy gross. But it's also dry. And they're not calling for any rain. I'm starting to remember something. Either it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year we had that ridiculous dry spring. Yes, get off your pen or nest. I'm trying to remember. I think it was. Oh, look at that broken egg. She broke it, or somebody broke it. That's no good. Gotta keep that separate. Give that to Doug. I still got eggs in the freezer. Fridge I'm eating. Just go the eggs up here. Oh, knee cracked. I gotta do candling too this week. Thin the incubator out. Well, that's looking like a small goose egg. Dirty eggs today. Somebody had really dirty feet when they walked all over the eggs. Oh, they need food. They're really enjoying that, guys. That is awesome to see them using that area. And I like it because it's safe. It's going to be really hard for a coyote to sneak up. Plus it gives, Doug more opportunity to see him and go after him. And it gives me a better chance of popping a shot off, because think about this. My window of opportunity used to be right there. It'd be basically about 100-foot wide opportunity between the bulrushes from one side to the other. 150 tops that I would get a glimpse of him to get a shot off. Now he's got to do the gauntlet all the way across the swamp. If he makes an appearance and I've got the SKS, he'll get hit. And if I got the shotgun, well, at that range, he ain't gonna hit him. Alright, I'll put the eggs inside here. Yeah, see? This bracket right here, you can actually see the vegetation. That kept catching yesterday, and I couldn't get out of the creek because of it on both sides. It's got one. So my buddy gave me the shorter bolts to replace the holes. Well, to plug the holes, I mean. So I'm going to put that air housing on the cylinder head, because I think that's one of the reasons why the motor's running hot. And I think it was probably a contributing factor in blowing the head gasket. And since we have warm weather, like right now it's really warm, I don't really want to you know, start using the Argo and, you know, get her all superheated and blow the head gasket again, because that was the last one that was in stock in Renfrew. You know why he did that? The killdeers. The killdeers and Doug. I don't know what it is. I think it's because last year the killdeers played such a pivotal role in letting us know that, you know, there's predators here, and Doug's just tuned right into it. Because he's not looking at the trees, he's looking at the bush. And he's going into the bulrushes. That's all going to get packed down today. There she is. She's coming back. It's too bad I didn't have the big camera right now. She's just a quacking. She's so mad all the time. Oh man, that duck kills me. Feisty. That's what she's like. When you pick her up, she's just like a ball of dynamite. She's really feisty. She's like trying to hang on to a male Muscovy. That's what she's like. More like a female Muscovy. That's the kind of fight she gives. I have to go Friday to Roberts to get more corn. And when I'm there, Melanie, I'm going to try to make sure that I grab corn that's in these good bags. We'll see what he has. She's back in the yard. She's so fast. She's going to be really mad when I clean out the barn. Not gonna like it at all, actually. You having a snack of corn there, Duck? I'm thinking a male Muscovy is at the creek, guys. I can't tell in the viewfinder, because as we know, I'm blind. It looks like a big Muscovy male was down there cleaning himself up. Yeah, it is a male. I can see the red on the face. It won't be Mo though. I'm shocked. A male was down there. She's so mad. Duck, you got anger issues. Okay, she's going so fast, guys. I had a hard time panning the camera to keep her in the center here. Okay, she might be going back down to the creek. The stripper's in the yard, though. She's right here in front of me. Okay, let's go and, oh no, I gotta do water first. I'll do water and then I'll go in the garage. Okay, internet said like 40% chance of rain, which means like not. And there's a whole bunch of black clouds blowing in. But I'm in the pen doing the water, and a little feisty duck here, just quacking like crazy, went back down to the creek. Down to the creek again. Oh, the wind is getting stronger, guys. I'm not kidding you. All camera movement is the wind catching the camera. That's the second time in less than 20 minutes she's gone down there. And then comes back all the way here to have a snack of corn and goes back down there. What a little rascal. Everything she does while she's doing that distress quack sound. Alright, I'm gonna go and I just look at a stripper there. I can't believe that little duck was down the creek last night. But I'm telling you, with the Argo, I was trying to chase her up the creek to get her out of the water, and she was having no part of it. All right, let's go get this Argo happening. Get the final tune-up done to it. Well, the piece put back on the motor that causes it to overheat. And then get these bulrushes done. I got to get this job done. I'm going to be glad when it's done too, guys, because this will be the first year, actually, with the ducks, and when I had chickens, that I wasn't worrying about something coming out of the bush. I'd be able to see everything. I'll show you what this metal's for, guys. My buddy took it off, and he admitted he's a terrible mechanic, but he took it off because he was working on the chains or something on it, and it was too much hassle putting it back on. But it is like so important, and I'll show you why. Okay, the fan is right here that sucks the air through this, okay? And it blows across the cylinder head. Now the problem is that, which I don't understand why the other side of the motor is even not getting hot also. It probably is, but not as hot as this side was, is that this would be the least path of resistance for the air movement. So what was happening was all the air was blowing out into the cavity here instead of cutting across the fins of the motor and then going up this ductwork and then blowing out here. So all the heat would be leaving the engine compartment. So what this was doing was superheating the engine compartment, which I think caused the head gasket to blow. So I'm going to put this metal piece back in here and enclose it so that the air stream gets back to the way the motor was engineered and developed to run. Which I think that the temperature of the motor should drop substantially. It might even go down to like a 205, 210 instead of 230, which means I'm gonna have to adjust the carb again. But we'll get it right. And like I said before, guys, even with all this work, this is an unbelievably big score for the duck adventure, because it would take me weeks, absolutely weeks of backbreaking, grueling, dirty work trying to cut all those bulrushes. I wouldn't get done, would be the bottom line. And then we would have, open season on the ducks with the predators. At least this way it's open season on the predators, as in I can see them. So that's what I'm about to do. Some days things go right, some days they don't. You're not gonna believe it. I've had the worst afternoon, guys. I can't remember the last time it was so frustrating. It was frustrating. It's 5:45. 2.5 hours to put that cowling on. What I had to take all the cowlings off of the back end of the motor because it was the one that was supposed to go on first, and then everything else went on top of it. And then it had one bolt at the very, very bottom that was basically 90 minutes Pilates. That's what I did. The contortionist, twisting and turning, and it was just nasty. It didn't cooperate. And the thing was, I thought, okay, I won't put the bolt in. I thought, no, one bolt to the bottom can't, Got looking, and the metal was right. It moved, and it was right beside the brake. So it was like, what's going to happen. It's going to rub against the brake, and then cause more problems. Unlike my buddy's buddy, who I found out today, it was his mechanic buddy that said, "Oh, you don't need that stuff on the motor." I was like, "Oh man, mental note: don't go take your vehicle to that guy." Because the difference is unbelievable. The amount of air that blows out the exhaust now at the top, it's like completely different machine. So I'm going to go for a quick rip. I want to eat. I'm really hungry. I got to pull my laundry in off the line. It's looking like it's going to rain. It wasn't supposed to. So I think tomorrow's plan of action, because I'm like I said, I'm going to go down and just sort of screw with the Argo a little bit. No filming or nothing. I'm just going to actually de-stress, get some work done, then come back. And I think tomorrow is going to be candling day. I was just looking at the calendar. It's 10 days today. So tomorrow's 11. So I got to do candling to clean out the incubator. Get back to duck adventure. The Argo is duck adventure because we got to do the swamp, but I just don't believe what I've gone through. But my buddy's machine has got a serious one over. I'm not gonna. I shouldn't say anything. I might curse myself, but I shouldn't have to do any more work on it. So I'm gonna go do a little bit, guys, and I think this might be the end of the day. Not much of an episode today. I don't usually turn the camera on when I'm having a bad day, and today was one of those days. Come on, Doug, let's go. All right, guys, I'm done. It's about 7:30. Black flies were nuts down in the swamp. It's actually the only reason I stopped, because I just couldn't handle the black flies anymore. Every time I'd stop to put it in reverse to go backwards, they'd just swarm me when I stopped. But I got this side of the swamp completely packed down. Going to attack that side. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow is candling day. That's top priority. I got to get the incubator sorted out so we know how many eggs are developing. I'm actually quite excited about doing the candling. I don't believe the black guys tonight. It's crazy. They must have hatched today. Oh, little stripper. I wonder why she's not down at the lake tonight. There she is, little girl. The rascal. Alright, I gotta go throw my greasy clothes in the washing machine and start my supper. Get my laundry off the line. My night's not over yet. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show.